No start.
You no start?
No start.
All right. So your ankles, because you just jump like bandwagon to bandwagon. How are your legs and your ankles? They good?
My ankles is perfect.
Dan, but you just jump on bandwagon.
No, but
what is going on with you?
Jumping is good. Jumping is never bad. Jumping is never bad. No, it's wrong. Let me tell you something. When you're exercising, as you refer to the gym, when you're exercising, we do stuff like jumping jacks, right? We do stuff like lunges and stuff. This is stuff for your ankles. Your ankles have to be very strong. You have to be able to jump. When I go on stage and sing Ruction, I cannot sing Ruction and stand up. So I have to practice the jump. If I don't practice the jump, I wouldn't be able to perform Ruction like I could perform Ruction. You understand?
Well done. Take it forward. Cheers.
Big cheers.
Listen, I don't know. I didn't realize I booked a plane ticket for Tikeville, but I reached in there just now. I head into Dan. What's wrong?
For which one?
I head into
I don't know what's going on with my phone
right now, bro.
The Tikeville.
Yeah, listen. What you gotta do is you gotta put your phone on Do Not Disturb when you doing these kind of interviews.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're not accustomed to interviews.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You do interviews with them kind of small man and them like. But when you doing interviews with big man like that, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
My bad. All right. I'm sorry. Next time I will do not disturb. My bad. I wasn't thinking of that. I was excited to see them. I wasn't thinking of that.
So listen, King. What I want to talk to you about, I forget what I was going to ask you.
It's all good. That's what Sundays is do. Sundays is to relax and get nice.
Cheers.
Big cheers I give. Ryan, Travis, do something and cheers with me now.
Woo! Listen.
I want to see Ryan and Travis say the cheers in.
Anybody here that has had this amount of tequila, from here up, straight, no chase.
Nah, boy, I can't do the no chase, but I can't. Listen to me. I train in. You see my white towel here? I train in the white towel when it comes to this thing with no chase. I cannot drink liquor without chase. I have to chase. All right. Ryan say he chasing. I have to chase. I cannot. Listen. I'm a pineapple. I'm a ginger ale.
Okay, so I just want to understand. You're saying that you just chase woman too then?
No, I never say I just chase women. We was talking about alcoholic beverages.
Oh, sorry. No. I chase does go like...
No, I just want to chase the bank. You know, chase the bank?
Oh, yeah.
I just chase...
Nice. So me and my co-host here, right? Yeah. From the Raptors. Right. Actually, you know what? I go easy up. Tell me about basketball, and if you had a pick right now, NBA Finals, who do you have? East versus West. Who you have?
Lakers for sure. Let me be real. Let me just get straight. Nobody beating Lakers. Once everybody healthy, is nobody beating Lakers. Right? And I could be honest because I'm known to be a LeBron James fan. Right? I'm known. That I am proud of that. This is nothing I'm trying to hide under the tip. I am a LeBron James fan since high school.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, the squad that Lakers have right now, once they're healthy, there's no team in the NBA can beat them. It's just, that's what it is.
Wait, so are you talking about you're not talking about Kobe? I mean, happy birthday to and rest.
No.
Right?
Rest in peace, R.I.P.
The Lakers now? Like
no. Yeah. Like the NBA teams right now, it's no team in the NBA that could go up against the Lakers and beat them 4 games out of 7.
Okay.
I just can't see it. You know, I might have to take off my glasses, but I will keep it on. I just can't see it. You know what I mean? But I could see the finals. I could see the Lakers against the... Wow. Oh, man. I could probably see them against... I don't know if it's a Sixers or... I don't know. I'm not familiar. I don't know how the East going right now.
Lyrikal, you're about to be disrespectful, and I just want to pull you back a little bit, right?
No, let's start on.
Listen, Dan, you called Philadelphia 76ers, who got eliminated today. Do not say they can meet Philadelphia when they got eliminated today.
I was now saying I ain't really following the East. I honestly,
Okay.
let me be honest, right? I'm being honest. I'm not really following the NBA hard like that right now because of the whole pandemic and cut off and I will come back on. I don't really know the standings. I'm being honest. All I know Lakers is number one.
Okay.
I don't know anything. I don't know who in it. I didn't even know Brooklyn was on the verge of getting sweep today.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. I'm being honest. But
okay.
So who in? Who in right now?
So right now, in the playoffs, in the East,
yeah,
it's Milwaukee versus Orlando. I think they're up 2-1.
Milwaukee.
The Bucks, right? They're up 2-1 against Orlando. Then you have Miami versus Indiana. Miami is up 3-0. They could close out tomorrow. Toronto swept Brooklyn. And Boston swept Philadelphia. So now it's going to be Toronto versus Boston in the next round, and then it's going to see what happens with Miami and Milwaukee. And then I guess you know the West already.
I say I could see Milwaukee, and I could give Ole a chance there.
No, you see, I find you very disrespectful. Because, we are the defending champions, bro. Watch my shirt, fam.
Right, and cheers to that.
Champion, a person most likely from the...
She is on salute, right? She is on salute to that. To really beat a Milwaukee this year. I'm not sure.
So wait. I mean, because you don't really follow basketball, so I'm going to take you back.
No. I just follow basketball. I just ain't following it right at this moment.
Okay.
At this moment because of the pandemic. Okay. As a basketball head.
Okay, so what happened last year? The last minute shot wasn't against Milwaukee. It was against Philadelphia.
No, that's what I say. Philadelphia. Right. We said Philadelphia.
No, Milwaukee, we handled them. We didn't need Kawhi for Milwaukee. Milwaukee was fine, fam.
But who averaged the most points in the whole playoffs? Who averaged the most points in every series? Who averages the most points? On the Toronto squad.
I'm gonna take a shot. I want you to take a shot too. Because Kawhi definitely is a beast. I'm not disrespecting him. But what I'm saying is the team in Toronto is playing like an actual team.
Right.
And they're doing more than they did last year with Kawhi on load management.
Okay. But like I say, I still giving Ole a chance. I didn't say
you know what it's like?
Yeah.
I'll break it down for you, right? It's almost like, imagine you have a big tune, right?
Right.
You come out with a song like Russian.
I'm fed up. I'm taking off my glasses for this one because...
All right.
Nah, taking off my glasses.
You have a song but cannot reach. But you know you're doing the work.
Right.
You know it is ahead where it was prior. And you don't need that to get to where it had to go.
Right. But you see, sometimes it just boils down to the nitty-gritty. Right? Now, sometimes you might be the best team, the best player in the season. Right? You win 70 games out of 82, 65 games out of 80, wherever it is, right? And usually number one. But when it comes down to the playoffs or the finals or the wherever it is come down to pressure. Certain superstars, not stars, superstars are made under pressure. Superstars in sports are made in the playoffs. Superstars are not made in the season.
Very true.
Kawhi didn't become a superstar in the season because Toronto was number one or number two or wherever it is.
Facts.
He became a superstar in the playoffs when he hit in game-winning shot and he took his team to the championship. Right? So, all you have to prove now, all you at the superstar level, still without Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
All you have to prove that to me. Not because all the three Brooklyn Nets,
No, but hello. With Kawhi, no team gets swept from the Raptors. But without Kawhi, look who come. Ba, 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 ba. Without Kawhi, my co-host, Dan, don't do me that. Don't do me that. Don't do me that.
All right, here we're going on. This is my promise to you, right? It might be a big promise. It's cool, and it might mean anything to you. But if Toronto Raptors make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, we're doing our next interview, and I'm apologizing on live to you.
Okay, how about this?
If they got the winner, they can't just make it and lose. Got to win.
Okay, so if the Raptors make it to the NBA Finals, meaning they win the East,
right?
What is the bet? Let's go hair. If you cut off your dreads, I'll cut off my beard. We'll go bet for bet. What are we doing?
You see, I can't promise you all of that.
Tequila, wake me up, bro. Tequila, wake me up, bro.
All right, what I could do, boy? Boy.
What are we doing?
I can't cut off my hair.
Okay, wait.
I could come and apologize to you. I think that's good.
I don't think that's good. Let me hear
what the fans say. What if the fans only put in the comments what all they feel I should do if Toronto Rapters make it to the finals?
No, Dan. All these women want your dress. Don't do me that.
No, they ain't gonna say cut my dress, but they might say something else. Let me hear what they're saying.
Look. Shave the beard.
No.
Beards are not equal, fam. The beards are not equal.
You have a bigger beard than me, right? Respect. But I see you was tagging me in certain things this week and last week and a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You was tagging me and myself, Nadi and Voicey and some cooking things. I only seen brown sugar burning in a pot. I ain't seen no finished product. I ain't seen no bread. I ain't seen no chicken. I ain't seen no fish. I ain't seen nothing finished.
Wow.
We go do a cook-off.
Wow.
So when we're doing the interview, you have to bring your meal fully prepared by yourself to the people and them. Right?
Wow.
That's what they're saying. Donate to charity. We just donate to charity. Besides that, we just do that all the time.
Wow. So wait,
somebody's still living with our ball. That's what they're saying. They're saying cook-off. I don't know. That is just what they're saying. You know what I mean?
You perform at the next drive-through. I like that.
I would love that. If I could get into Canada, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
To perform in the drive-through. But as you say the drive-through, I just want to stop and say real quick, cheers and salute and congrats on that show. You know what I mean? Like I see the clips, I see the pics, I see some videos and stuff like that, and it was vibes. It was mad.
Dan, you cannot cheers and don't actually drink.
Yeah, right.
Cheers.
Yeah.
What kind of?
My uncle always tell me that.
What kind of thing, Dan?
All right.
Twin, what are you doing?
You're not like I like me with Ryan and Travis.
Don't do me that. All right. So, jeez, I don't even know what I want to ask you.
Man.
My head gone.
It's all good. The fans and them, it's good for them to see our vibes too still. You know what I mean? Just feel myself.
It's fine. Actually, I had a big up Young Chow. I know you was at the birthday party. How
big up Chow. Right now? Yeah, good vibes. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everywhere's still in our pandemic right now. Still, regardless of what's open and what's not open. But big up Chow, his party was vibes. But one thing that I liked about the party, when he was going in, everybody got a mask to wear. You had the Young Chow, the Chow mask. So when you enter, everybody had their masks, but it was good vibes.
Yeah,
big up Chow.
I mean, King, like, I think a lot of people, and I've had different conversation with different artists who've given their viewpoint on this, and I want you to tell me how has this pandemic affected you? Like, a lot of people will look at what we do and they just assume one thing or the other. But for you, Lyrikal, like Devin Martin, how will you handle this?
Well, I always within every and anything, I always still just thank God for life, health and strength, right? But this pandemic affected me in a way that obviously was, I was never affected by anything like this ever in life. And I don't think anybody in the world ever, experienced or was affected by anything like this. It shut down the world. It wasn't like it shut down the Caribbean or it shut down America and we're running back home to Trinidad. It shut down the world. Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. Obviously, it's a virus. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people fall sick to the virus. And personally, I know, a lot of people that had the virus and went through what they went through, almost didn't make it. So it's a very sad thing. But it made people now realize that they could do with a little than more, right? And I will say that you could do something that you never even thought you could have do before. That's what the pandemic kind of teach everybody. You know what I mean? It bring people closer to the friends, people closer to the family, the loved ones, the kids. Some, especially with us, we always on the road. We always traveling. We always going to this carnival and that. And, we draw closer, like I said, a stronger bond with my son. You know what I mean? My mom, like I say, all my family and friends. You know what I mean? And even creatively, at first it would break it down and say, boy, it didn't really have any vibes to write a song or to record. And then, you know what? This is the time that you have the time to write songs and record, So, utilize your time and make it work. So, like I say, it's bittersweet. It was bittersweet, right? And you just had to make the best of it. Entertainment, who knows when it will really start back fully. We're talking about real shows and fetes and carnivals and things like that, you know what I mean? So obviously it's helpful, but it affects us in a way that it was good and it's bad. Happy, sad, like I say, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, So we just had to make the best of it and just thank God for life at the end of the day,
And you know what, King? It's almost like when it started, it felt like it didn't affect us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not trying to be any kind of I'm not trying to pick on a certain community or another, but it felt like for us, within the Caribbean, whether you're from Canada, America, it didn't affect us. It was almost a vibe where, once you wash your hands, we good. Regular cool. Once you stay there, we good. You know what I mean? Once you don't go in certain areas, we nice. And come to find out, it affecting people in our circles. And I mean, I would almost challenge anybody who's here on this live or watching this after. It's like that 6 degrees of separation. We all know somebody who has been personally affected by this COVID-19.
For sure.
Whether they came out of it in a positive way or they passed away, we all know somebody. Everybody. And it's one of those things that's hard to deal with because it's like you want to live your life, King.
For sure.
You want to enjoy yourself, and our industry is going to be the very last.
And I was telling them that from before. No, it had a something that was going around. I wouldn't say any word, but maybe I was hearing it as topics on the radio stations and on Trinidad radio programs, right? Okay. And it had callers, not the disc jockeys, but the callers was calling in and saying, so what about the artists? Like they ain't giving back nothing, and I had a problem with that because not with me personally, with anybody. Like you really don't know somebody's financial situation, you know what I mean? So you can't really just look at us as artists because we was traveling here or we make our money here. Or you don't know how much family a man have, how much kids a man have, and now fast forward to it, as you say, we're gonna be the last ones. Who start back to work in any way right now. Every single carnival, Trinidad Carnival was the only carnival for 2019. Every single other carnival, show, fete, whatever, was
for
gone.
2020,
Right? I mean, sorry, for 2020, sorry, right? And for 2021, Trinidad Carnival, that even looking a little...
sticky,
little shaky, right? So, the reason why I had an issue with that is because it's not to say we couldn't give back or we wasn't giving back. We always give back. We always do the kids shows for free and we always give back every year. We didn't need a pandemic to do that. So there was kind of putting a little pressure on the artists and saying, boy, well, you really can't know somebody final situation, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it was something that personally I find it was a little harsh on us, you know what I mean? But like I say, it's all good. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody, you know, I mean, it's just a challenging time, a trying time right now, boy. Sometimes I'll just be lost for words, honestly, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, like, around the same time as Trinidad, you had Dominica Carnival. I had a big up Dominica as well. The two of them were, like, the last carnivals, but I find, like, the weight of responsibility has been put on, as you said, the Trinidad artists, the people that have been traveling around the world. And it's, as you say, like, we don't know what they go through. We don't know what...
We don't know. You don't know
how big a family is. We don't know who you're providing for.
Yeah.
But the way people are assuming, like, honestly, King, it make me upset and sad because it's almost like there's a lot of judgment, right? And I saw somebody post here like, don't judge people. You don't know what
you don't know. You don't know. You see, a lot of us is the breadwinners for our family.
Yeah.
Right? And when you say the breadwinners, you might have 2 people in your family, but he or she might have 7 people in the family. Yeah. You know, so when they get that bread, they had to cut that bread in 7. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So we can't really watch people and say because we are yes, we're grateful for what we have and what we work for. You have to remember, at the end of the day, we don't just get something for free. We have to work for it, and extremely hard, because we're in a business, you know, it is very competitive, right? I mean, regardless if it's DJs, promoters, artists, whoever, we are competing. It's not about competing against your brother or your friend, but this is a competitive sport, music.
Yeah.
Right? They say music is a mission, not a competition, but it's still a competitive sport at the end of the day. So, you know, we have to try our best to always try and quote unquote get through, you know, to have a big tune, or, you know, a DJ to be very relevant to this show, to a promoter to put on this show and score, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a lot of work. And we are very grateful. We're not saying no, but, you know, sometimes it's a little harsh to just watch us like, you know, we're superhuman, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's true.
You know?
It's true. So, I mean, Lyrical King, like, it's one of those vibes where, as we say, we don't know what somebody's going through. We don't know their journey. We don't know what their dependents are. What I would like to ask you, though, as somebody on your own individual journey, right? And I know I'm slurring because I've had half a bottle of tequila myself.
That is all good. That is all good. It's all good. It's all good.
The whole industry is in shambles. Our community doesn't stream, so you're not seeing that financial, you know, on the back end. But what I want to ask you, King, like, what do you see as coming next? Because I know you did a reggae tune, you did a Denry tune. It's not to say you're not releasing music.
Right.
So I kind of want to know from your standpoint as Lyrikal, right? I'm not trying to talk about it as a general thing. I just want to know for you. What's next, bro? Like, I don't know how to put it, but like, what is, like, in your mind? You have a game plan. You have a planner. You have an idea that maybe you worked out with your management, your circle. What's next?
Well, like I said, we just had to trust the process. You know, it's about trusting the process, trusting your brand, trusting your team, trusting yourself, and most importantly, trusting God. Right? With everything through God, it's possible. Right? So at the end of the day, you just have to keep trusting, regardless if you release a song, you release 2 songs, you release 3 songs, and you feel like, boy, you think I need attention. Keep working, keep going, keep trusting, keep trusting the process. At the end of the day, like I say, we're artists. You can't give up. We ain't going to give up and throw we hand and drop, we hand and say, boy, nah, that is it, we're in a pandemic, I don't know what to do and turn it back. You work all these years, right? All these years to see a block in the road, right? To see 2 cones in the road, or a big barricade in the road, to turn around and go back 100 miles. Right? Yeah. We're trying to work ourselves around that barricade. We're trying to wait until that barricade, to pull up that barricade or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to trust the process and keep working. If it's videos, you keep putting out videos, you keep putting out songs, you keep writing, producers keep producing. You feel what I'm saying? Promoters keep coming up with different ideas. Look at you. You came up with an idea throughout the whole pandemic and it worked. Driving. We can't have real fets, right? And you came up with something and it worked.
No, but I take real licks for that too, though, because some people didn't didn't see the vision, though.
But and that is okay. That is okay. But anything new, somebody wouldn't really believe. Everybody wouldn't really believe in. You want to know why? Because they never seen before. It's new. It's like, what you doing? You can't do that. That never happened. We never do that. Nah. Yeah. But when it work, they be like, oh wow, maybe we should do it too. Or maybe we should go the next one he having. You understand what I'm saying? So you make them a believer, and that's what we are. We are musical missionaries. You're a promoter / DJ. You create events, right? And you create things that people and the people will believe in or supposed to believe in.
Yeah.
I create songs or promote a song, like I say with the whole Junior Eruption, just for example.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably didn't believe in it before, and I say, you know what? Back against the wall, I promoting this song until they believe in it, and they believe in it. You feel what I'm saying? So we are creative. We have to create paths, right? Create detours. When you're going on the street, sometimes you drive in and you see the road block and you have a detour. You have to take a detour. We have to create the detours. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that is what we have to do.
So, I mean, one of the detours for you, though, aside from the music and releasing stuff for people to stream, which, I mean, to be honest, we're not seeing in our community. We're not seeing that they're streaming it at the numbers that they stream Beyonce, Jay-Z, like certain mainstream artists. We're not seeing those same numbers.
That's okay.
Even though they say we love this as much as we love that, we're not seeing that.
Right.
But for you, I noticed you pivot, you adapted.
Yeah.
And you did a clothing line. Talk to me about the whole clothing vibes, though.
Right. Well, it's something I had before the pandemic, you know, last 2 years ago, about a year and a half to 2 years ago, Tony, which is a business partner, shout out to Tony. You know, we came up with a brand called Etre Super. Etre Super in French just means to be great. It's to be great in French, right? This is actually a Etre Super bandana I'm wearing right now. You know, you don't say the name, but it's a Etre Super brand, right? So you can go on the site, Etre Super, ETRESUPER.com, and you can find all the merch. Anyway, so we came up with something. Well, he came to us. He came to myself and Tasha, my management.
You know what? No, but if you could type it so I could put it, I'll pin it. So people could know.
Type it? Okay. Type the website?
Yeah.
All right. Etre Super.
Just so people can see it.
Etre Super.
Yeah, I want people to know. Thank you. All right.
Right. So we came up with something like I say called etresuper.com because he came to me. He into the clothing industry, clothing field.
Okay.
And he came to us and said, you know, he liked the brand, he liked what we representing, you know, he liked the swag, he liked the whole style, and he said, hey, this is something that could be good for you, you know, to come up with a clothing line, t-shirt line, headbands, you know, stuff you wear, and you know, encourage the people and them, hey, you know, Caribbean style. And like I say, we came up with it, several meetings and stuff like that, and you know, it's something that I'm very proud of and very happy to be a part of. You know, to be something, and not just something of to say, well, a clothing, a t-shirt, or a headband, but the definition of the name of the song. I came up with the name. You know, no, not taking away anything from them, but I came up with the name. I wanted something that was meaningful. Right, and what we strive for in the music business, or what we strive for in life, is to be great, right? In anything we do, right? And I say, you know what? I want something to when you wear it, you could feel a certain way, right? You could feel like you're powerful, right?
Yeah.
And I researched the name, Etre Super, be great in French, and that's how the name come about. So, like I say,
so you actually went and researched and found this was the French, like you had that, or somebody that gave it to
No, nobody didn't give it to me. I came up with that on my own. You know what I mean?
Take it forward.
Give thanks. I say I wanted something. Obviously, I'm not great in French, so I wanted something that was saying that meant something, but I wanted a little swag to it too. A little, you know, the name Etre Super. Just when you say it, it's just like Etre Super. You mean like, you know, it just sounds good. It sounds good. You know what I mean?
It does.
But it have to be meaningful. At the same time, you feel what I'm saying? So when I went and researched the name, I see, okay, Etre Super means to be great in French, and I saw the name come about for the whole brand.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
So, King, I mean, like, right now, there's, I mean, Labor Day canceled. There's no So talk to me about like what is the energy down there in New York City? I big up Spice. I see him on the inside. I know
Spicy, what you saying?
And big up like King. I know we have a virtual carnival. I'll plug it. I'm gonna post it. I know the whole thing, but how do you feel? Because for me, with Toronto getting canceled, and I had the virtual road. Mm-hmm. It's a different vibe, King. Like it's hard.
It's extremely hard, you know. And like I say, this is something we never experienced ever. Nobody never experienced this, right? So it's difficult and it's hard for everyone. Labor Day, since I was living in New York for my whole life, I never see anything like this. A carnival cancel. I never see Labor Day cancel. No Labor Day. Toronto, Caribana. Crapova, Grenada, Lucia, Vinci, Jamaica. I never seen none of these carnival cancelled off no virus. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like it is messed with you mentally. Mentally, it's like, yo, wait, is this way? Like, this really happening? You know what I mean? And now we're coming closer to Labor Day, I'm now starting to feel it. And I'm now understanding not how serious it is, but how the effect it have on the world. Like this is something like when I first come to America, it's like, I just used to go out on the parkway and just watch mass with my mom. You know what I mean? And this is something I used to look forward to every time. Release songs like Conquer Me, 25-8. All them songs was geared towards Labor Day. Yes. And then after it begin Labor Day, it come down to Miami. All these songs it build up. You feel what I'm saying? So when I don't have something like that, it's like, you don't even, sometimes you're lost for words, you ain't even know how to react. It's not even at a banker. It's more than at a banker. It's at a bank truck, not a car.
I like that. I like it. No, but it's true, King. Like, a lot of people don't realize that you had a vision for certain songs to build. So, for example, Conquer Me, like, certain songs you knew had to build through Labor Day Carnival.
Yeah, it was
into Miami. You knew that this is what had to happen.
Yeah, it was geared towards that because, like I say, they was already putting me as a New York artist. I accepted it. I said, cool, no problem. I'm going to release songs that will get big in New York first. So by the time I reach Miami, it's big. All the DJs and them will come to Miami and realize this song big. So when they go back to Trinidad, they're running back with these songs that was big. So it make my work and my promotion game a little easier in Trinidad when I go down, for the carnival or before carnival. So I say, you know what? 25-8, we're releasing this July. Conquer Me, we're releasing this August. You know what I mean? And that's how I used to go with my promotions until the Lyrikal brand got a little bigger and a little more popular. And I say, I can release this in October, I can release this in September after Labor Day or whatever it is, right? Yeah. So Labor Day is something that was very dear to my heart, especially coming and residing in New York City. Right, and they put in me as the New York artist or the New York king or whatever it is, know. So I was always trying to release music geared towards Labor Day. So like I said, not having it physically right now is like not going on a park. We are not going to an event. Brass Fest. Brass Fest is one of them, signature events that is how much years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Brass Fest, big up the whole Viatka, you know what I mean? Big up Spicy, but it's something that you was talking about it a little earlier when I jumped down in the crowd. I performed in Brass Fest before people didn't even know who Lyrikal was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I was opening the shows before the crowd come. You see, before the crowd come with the flags? Yeah. That was me who opened the shows, you know what I mean?
Facts. So, like, no cap, no mama guy. Like, I remember them days, and that is when I first had, like, my level of respect for you. Reach from them days, because I used to play early. Because again, I was a Canadian fella. Spice would play late, and he play early. So I was playing, and you would come and perform, and I would watch, and I'd be like, "Wow, boy!" Because I saw other artists that would just kind of rock back and take what was given to them. Right? No, again, I'm not dissing nobody.
No. It's just stating what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Just like for me, I might have DJ'd and just played here and stayed behind here, and other DJs would run out and ting, and you know what I mean? It's cool. Everybody have their own angle, but what I saw you do that day, I remember I was like, nah, done.
And the crazy thing is
working for it.
And the crazy thing is, I used to look forward to opening the show. It wasn't something like I was like, hey, I had to open the show. I understood my position and my level at that point.
Okay.
I understood, listen, these people don't really